Merry Christmas, happy holidays. We know that this is a time of joy and happiness with your family, your friends. But how do you prevent from crashing this holiday? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Dr. Carrie Lam, and this is Dr. Michael Lam, our authority on adrenal fatigue. And so, everyone's happy, but you're surrounded with all this type of good foods on Christmas Day, around Christmas Eve. What should an adrenal fatigue sufferer do to prevent from crashing?
Well, it's funny, what you painted is a very nice, beautiful picture that everybody likes. Reality is that every time around this part of the year, people start crashing. Not because they want to, because there's no such thing as a good crash and nobody likes to. The reality is that we are social creatures, and when we are put in an environment where it's very difficult to control, then the tendency to kind of fall off the wagon from time to time is very easy to do. And this is one of the biggest challenges that we have during the holiday period. And we take special care for our clients, for example, to prepare them well ahead of time to make sure that they have no crashes. Mm-hmm.
So I guess the first question should be, what is a crash? How do they know if they're going through a crash or not?
Well, for those who are not familiar, a crash can be different forms. The most common is kind of a severe lethargy, tiredness. Sometimes you have to be couch bound. For some people, it's also accompanied with kind of jitteriness, sleeplessness, unable to relax, feeling wired. But primary is tiredness. Okay, excessive tiredness beyond what is normal. Okay.
And so, what kind of contributes to crashes? Like, let's say it's a holiday. Is it the people? Is it the environment? Is it the food? All of them?
Well,
the stress that you're under?
If you look at the body from afar, in normal living, the body goes through the wake-up process, go to work, and do what needs to be done, and then go to sleep. Excessive stress can mean travel, could mean talking excessively with new people, even though they're welcome, preparing for food, standing up for a long time. Lack of hydration, not feeling the body needs the fluid, but you're not giving it on a timely basis. External noise, for example. These are all kind of positive, but it can be also negative. Depends on your body state. And when the body's ability to have the resilience to rebound and to control and self-regulate becomes exceeded, then you basically have these crashes. Mm-hmm.
And you've gone through this, and that's why you know what people going through holidays are going through.
Right, and I'm very careful, even myself, to make sure that all my environment are well controlled. For example, if I have to talk to people for extended period of time because of visitors, I would break up the visitation into pieces. I will let people know ahead of time, that, hey, after a period of time, I'm going to have to take a break, and then I hope you forgive me because these are the reasons. And people are generally very understanding. In my recovery many years back, this is what I do, and I still find it to be helpful, especially if there's a lot of things going on an ongoing basis for many days, and people don't realize, but they accumulate. You can be, I've been preparing a food ahead of time, but if you don't space it out, you purposely limit your number of activities per day, that there's a tendency to accumulate.
So you're saying you're going to let your family know, you should prepare ahead of time, let them know what you're going through and how they can help you. What are other things that they can help you with?
Oh, it's so important because, if you want a family time that is nice, you have to be part of it. You don't want to be zero. Mm-hmm. You want to be part of their happiness. And the only question is, how do you modulate in such a way that people understand you and allow you to have the time to participate?
Mm-hmm. So like food preparation, maybe you can divvy out the responsibility so it's not only all on you. And you said the visiting hours to reduce that, or kind of give yourself time to do your adrenal breathing. If you need to step away from the big group for 10 minutes every hour, do that for yourself, because that's how you can give yourself the time to recover.
And it's all the small things you do. It's not necessary that, once a day you have to go to sleep early. It's the little things that you do during the day, the food that you eat, the food that you avoid, knowing your body, taking the supplements, all these things are part of that process, you see.
And what's the best mindset to have for these people as they're going through the holidays?
Well, the mindset number one is that holidays are here to be enjoyed. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's very important. You are grateful that despite what is your condition may be, your loved ones are there with you, and that's what counts. You see what I'm saying? And number two is to enjoy in a way that doesn't drain you. You don't want to go wild. You don't want to be overly accelerated to the degree that your adrenaline is running wild. So you have to prepare and allow for that to happen to the degree that your body can tolerate. And then that's what we prepare our clients to do, so that at every point in time they are fully cognizant of what their level is, so that when they enter into a social environment or a stressful environment, they are able to modulate, they see themselves, and then they are able to self-regulate. And that is how you prevent things.
Right, so you're saying preparing and planning ahead of time, letting your family know, and the mindset of if something goes wrong, just let it go. It's not going to be a big deal. You can still appreciate and be grateful for what you have around you.
Well, and that is really tough, especially, I know for myself, many of the adrenal fatigue sufferers are type A, and we like things to be nice, control.
Yeah.
And so when you spend a lot of time and these things are important, the more things are important to you, the more you tend to have a tendency to want to control. But sometimes it's just be grateful and letting go, and you will find that, hey, life goes on, and actually things may turn out to be better, in our family we know that, you know what I'm saying? So there's no secret there.
Less stress when you
and everybody ends up happier, you see what I'm saying?
Right. And so another question that always comes up is like, what should I do with my supplements this holiday if I'm traveling or if I'm staying home? What should I do with them?
That is very individualized. You have to talk to your coach, because for some people, when stressful time comes, it is important to fortify the body more. For other people, there's the other way around. So this is by this kind of a divergent track, and sometimes you want to plan it ahead of time. So in our particular situation with our clients, we plan it out. We look at the heavy-duty events. We know what's coming on, and we map it out the best we can, allowing for changes. But I wish I can give you say, well, can it just increase? Because some people, if you just keep increasing, you can actually crash yourself. So you don't want to do that, okay? So everybody is very different, and the weaker you are, the greater the risk. But it does not mean that you cannot enjoy the holidays. That is the key. We want you to enjoy the holidays, and we want you to keep your body in good and tip-top condition the best we can.
So that is how to prevent from crashing during the holidays. I hope you have a great Christmas and a great New Year's.